This is a 2020 Ford Explorer, and today I'm going to be deep cleaning, detailing the exterior. I'm going to polish it. Some areas need a little bit more work than others. This came from a dealership. It's getting Opti-Coat Pro Plus. It's a 7-year warranty coating. It's going to last beyond those 7 years. It's going to be insanely glossy and shiny and slick and very easy to maintain. So this one came from a dealership. She bought it in the dark and it was raining. It's black. I think this one, from what she said, was used as a rental. So being a 2020 and having 60 couple thousand miles on it, that's a fair amount of miles. It was obviously driven. It was definitely used, and they loaded stuff. There's scuffs and scratches on the inside. Really, we're going to focus on the exterior, which I personally like doing the entire vehicle in and out, which I am going to do the interior, but we're not coating the interior, which it's a little bit of a disappointment for me. But it's not my car, it's not my money. We're going to focus more time on the exterior, and it does need some help. It's got some deeper scratches, some light scratches, and then like the hologrammy swirls because the dealership. I wish dealerships would focus less on detailing and more on just cleaning. Nevertheless, I'm not going to go into that. No criticism for the dealerships and those guys. I think they really try hard. They try to be an artist. Anyway, I am excited because this thing is going to be transformed. We're also going to be cleaning the door jambs, wheel wells, wheels, deep cleaning the paint. Once I get back to the dry bay, I'll be able to see everything more closely, and my goal is to make this thing super shiny, not to remove every single scratch. And preserving the paint is the goal here. The importance of the exterior detail is like prepping a car to be painted, or something that requires more prep rather than just, spray painting a wooden chair or something like that. Prepping a car for a coating, which we've always called it exterior detailing, that's kind of a general term. The prepping is the removal of the dirt. This came from literally days ago, detailed at a dealership, and I'm ripping not only the dirt they left behind, but also the goo they put on top of the dirt. Right? So think of it this way. Old school detailing mentality, which I grew up with, I was trained under, but these things evolve. Unfortunately, in the detailing world, it's a very artsy mentality, except artsy without the talent or getting paid for it. So they're basically poor broke artists who think it's art. And really, and I'm not trying to make fun of anybody specifically. I'm picking fun on my own culture and mentality that I'm just thinking back to when I grew up, when I was in the detailing world, kind of how it is. There's a lot of people that still live in that world. They're kind of still transformed. They've never come into the modern age of cars have changed so dramatically they've changed, but yet the methods that they're using are still the same. Mostly that's at the dealership. There's a lot of pro detailers doing the same thing. Again, I'm not criticizing anybody. I'm criticizing just a little bit the lack of the open mind, the lack of the change, move forward into the modern age. And I try to do my best to, I've not always said it the right way or had the right intentions, but I try to encourage guys, open your mind, get out of the dark ages, get into the modern times. Detailing vehicles is not the same art as it used to be. It really isn't. It's more about just deep cleaning. So anyway, that's a lot of nerdy information while I'm paused here in the wash bay to just say the prep is super important. If the prep is not done properly, the coating is going to be stuck on some dirt, and it's going to be possibly a very thin layer of dirt or even a very thick layer of dirt. And polishing does not remove really any of the dirt. Polishing only removes, of course, fine scratches or the oxidation, that cloudy film. So the prep here in the wash bay is the first step, and it is the most important step in the coating process. The prep wash in the wash bay is done. Paint already looks 10 times better. It's definitely scratched. There's some really dull sections, especially your fiberglass bumpers. They really get scratched up. This thing went through the automatic, I think. I would say weekly. They said it was used as a rental. Could have been a demo, a rental for the dealership, enterprise. Who knows? it's definitely been has the earmarks of a rental. All the scratches. When somebody doesn't own something, they tend to not treat it as well. So that's okay. It's here, and we'll be able to fix it, and I think we'll be able to get it close to 100% from the view, the perspective of the customer. Polishing paint is kind of a necessary evil when installing the coating. It's just amazing to me, and I'm not trying to criticize the dealership. I think these guys, they work really hard and they do their best. But how you can aggressively compound something and leave all the scratches behind. And I can tell they aggressively compound because there's a bunch of polish and compound in the crevices, and it's kind of got the hologrammy swirls. But I just don't understand how polishing can be done so aggressively to leave swirls but not touch any of the scratches, and actually even leave oxidation behind, which is like that cloudy effect. No criticism. It would be better if the dealership just left the cars alone and let the people get their own details done. I really think that would be good for whoever's buying the vehicle. That's for sure. The reason I use Opti-Coat, the most durable, easiest to maintain. So basically, a coating is a tool to help you keep your car clean. It's going to be able to stay clean a lot on its own, and that's the reason I use Opti-Coat Pro Plus specifically. It has a base layer and then a top coat layer. So the base layer is obviously the strength, the durability, and that top layer is the slickness, the shine, the gloss, the extra protection, that sort of thing. Think of it like having a protective layer on top of the coating. That's what that top layer is. And I'm getting ready, so the polishing is all done, and it's a good thing Ford has some decently thick clear coat. This thing definitely had a lot of scratches on it. I was able to make a lot of them go away without being too aggressive. So I try to just ride that fine line of improving the paint without doing any kind of aggressive removal. And that stage is done, and now Opti-Coat Pro Plus. Once again, another vehicle protected by Opti-Coat Pro Plus, which is a 2-layer coating, 7-year warranty. So this paint was, I think it came out pretty good. I'm happy with it. It's black. You're just going to see everything black can possibly show. Long, flat, kind of straight panels, basically. But regardless of flawless paint, which is not really practical, there's no vehicle that's going to ever maintain flawless paint. The best we can hope for is a vehicle that's easy to clean. You don't want to spend hours and hours every couple of months detailing your vehicle, but you certainly can spend 20 minutes at home without soap, without any kind of a hose or garden hose or pressure washer. Wash it every couple of weeks. It'll take you 20 minutes. You're not detailing at home. You're mainly just focused on the paint. I think this thing came out really, really good, and I am happy with it, and I think the customer will be as well. Thanks for watching and keeping up with this current coating in the shop.